What's up, my YT fam? It's your girl Sweetcheesepizza coming at you with another video in the Wig Renewal series. In this video, I'm going to show you how to dye a synthetic wig. So, if you'd like to see how I take this wig from this to this, keep watching. So here we'll see what we need for this project. Starting off with a spray bottle, I've already put some isopropyl alcohol in. I used 91% because quite frankly that's what I had on hand. I used an acrylic dye in the color black that I found at Michael's craft store, and that's actually an acrylic ink. I'm using a fine tooth rat tail comb, a sponge applicator, and you also want to have some gloves on hand along with some protective paper or plastic to protect the surface you're working on. Here I'm pouring the ink in. I really want to get 1 part alcohol to 2 parts ink. I have my wig on a styrofoam head connected to a pole that attaches to the desk. I'm going to begin by wetting the sponge applicator with just the water that comes out of the spray bottle. And then once I get the stream of ink flowing, I'm going to spray that right on the tip of the applicator. And starting with the part of the wig, I'm going to just begin to brush that ink right over the hair. And you can see it goes on very smoothly. Here I'm determining just how far I want the darkness to go down. And I'm just continuing that process on the other side to get the other side of the part. I'm being careful not to put it on the lace of the part because I don't want that to be darkened. And I'm just continuing all around the crown of the head until I have that first layer complete. So here's where you want to take your fine tooth rat tail comb to just comb through the hairs and evenly distribute that product. Now I do want the entire front perimeter of the wig to be dyed, so I'm going to pull back the hairs of the front and continue with the dyeing process, spraying on the sponge applicator and brushing that dye right along the hairs in the front. Continuing the process on the opposite side. And you can see with the sponge application, you can really control where the dye is applied. You have a lot less mess and overspray. Again, combing through to just evenly distribute that ink. And now I'm going to begin to get the under layers of the wig. So I'm going to make a part about 1.5 inches wide and begin to apply the ink to the under layers as well. So you could see I had a little bit of a line of demarcation there, so I'm going back and actually doing a balayage technique. I'll actually start to begin to lift the hairs in sections and brush this ink on. Again, you see here a line of demarcation, so I'm going to go back in and start to brush with the applicator on individual pieces and kind of just paint that on to soften that line. Going to begin working on the under layers of the other side so that I have equal coloring and pigmentation from one side to the other. And here you can see that lifting technique a little bit better, lifting individual strands, turning the applicator vertically, and just painting on the ink in individual sections. Once I got the desired color, I let it process for 1 hour, washed it with a little bit of fabric softener, and air dried. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Please like and subscribe if you did. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.